I think the only way to approach any football job is to think of it as a permanent job, even though we know it's only 6 months. I think that the way in which it's the only way I can think. What a football club! What an opportunity! What a challenge! And I'm proud to be here.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Nostalgia Merchants and Season 1, Episode 1 of our FIFA 16 Gary Neville Valencia career mode. And yeah, here we are, a brand new series on the channel. And as you can already see, it's probably a little bit different than anything we've done before because we're already 15 games into the season. So now, let me explain what we're about to do on this series. As most of you know, Gary Neville took over Valencia in December of 2015. And yeah, it was catastrophic, to say the least. He lasted until March the 30th, I believe, and I think he won like 3 games, and it was just not a good time. He had a decent run in the cup, but the league form was horrendous. He got battered 7-0 by Barcelona. I think that was in the cup, funnily enough, in the semi-finals. Yeah, it was just an all-round bad time for Gary Neville at Valencia. But we're going to try and change that. We're going to play up until the end of the season, hopefully. Fingers crossed we don't get sacked. What I've done here, I have played every single game up until the game that he took charge of, which was Lyon in the Champions League in December. I've played every game. Not only have I played every game, I played it on beginner just to make sure I got this right. I've got every single goal scorer, all of the substitutions, so every player's got the same amount of appearances, the same amount of goals and assists. Everything that Valencia did up until the point Gary Neville was hired is exactly the same. It took longer than I thought it would, to be honest. But yeah, I played every game, scored the goals of all the goal scorers, and yeah, look, let's have a little look at the player stats before we do anything else. Now, weirdly, Diego Alves was not used much this season. I think Gary Neville started using him. Maybe he was injured. I don't know what happened in real life, but yeah, look, as you can see, we've played games. João Cancelo got 2 goals, 2 assists. Shkodran Mustafi got 2 goals for the team. Abdenor didn't. But 7 clean sheets. Defensively, actually, one thing I realised, because I went through all their games, obviously, one by one, to replicate them. Defensively, they were pretty solid. 12 clean sheets in 18, 2 goals, 2 assists. All this is exactly what happened in real life. Obviously, Parejo, 8 goals, 4 assists. He was having a good season for Valencia. Enzo Perez, already gone down 1, which is a shame. He's got really good stats, though. Faguli, 6 goals in 19. 2 goals in 15 for Rodrigo. Not a great start to the season for him. Pablo Piatti, 1 goal, 1 assist. Not the best either. As I said, the attack, not amazing. But the defence were really strong. And yeah, Rodrigo de Paul, not played too much. And he's a left mid as well. Andre Gomez, of course, 2 goals, 2 assists. Bakali, what a career mode hero this guy was. Shame his career never really panned out in real life. But in the game, he was a career mode legend for years. Paco Alcacer as well. He actually had a decent season for Valencia. 7 goals, 5 assists. Matty Ryan, 10 games played, 7 clean sheets. Lucas Orban, Ibrahim Diallo played 1 game. Yeah, look, these are the kind of less used players. Although, I don't know, as I said, Diego Alves probably was injured because he just didn't play. He played a few times with Gary Neville, but I don't know what's going on there because he's an incredible goalkeeper. We obviously will be using him. But yeah, look, these are the stats. Obviously, Negredo as well didn't have a great first half of the season. Hopefully, we can turn this all around. But most players got a run in. These are the these are the lone players. But yeah, look, they are the stats for the squad. Everything is dead accurate to this point of the real life season. As for the Champions League, I think in real life, even though this is exactly what happened, they won 2, lost 3. Lyon had a much better campaign. And in real life, spoiler alert, Lyon actually got through. They finished second. But we do have a good chance because Lyon, for some reason, have not played well either. And that's the same with the league, actually, just to go back to it. In the league, I think they were like 12th when Gary Neville took over. Obviously, we're 8th, but we're on the same points, same goal scored, same goal against. Obviously, wins, draws, losses, as I said, I keep reiterating. And I'm going to keep reiterating because it took ages. But one of the best defensive records in the league, just not scoring many. A lot of draws. You know, look, this is why Gary Neville took over. And we, as Gary Neville, are about to take over and hopefully have a much better season. Now, one more thing I want to add, because I've been rambling for ages. What we'll do is on the 30th of March, when Gary Neville got sacked, we'll have a look at where we are in the league and where Gary Neville was. And then we'll do it again at the end of the season. Obviously, hopefully we don't get sacked. And yeah, look, we might win something, we might not, but that is the plan, to play this season, that's it. Try and do better than Gary Neville did. Take over for the season. Hopefully win a trophy. I don't know. Look, just do better than what they did. And that is the premise of this series. Hopefully we can have some fun. Hopefully we can win some silverware. And yeah, let's get into it. And with that being said, up next in the Champions League, in our first game with Valencia, we're away to Lyon. We have to win this, because if we don't, we're out of the Champions League in our first game. And this is what Gary Neville had to face. Now, he lost 2-0 in real life. Hopefully, we do not do the same. As for the squad going into this one, I think you briefly saw it earlier. We're going with a 4-3-3, Parejo as the captain. We've got Alves in goal, João Cancelo, Mustafi, Abdenor, Gaia, Danilo, Perez and Parejo. A front three of Piatti, Rodrigo and Feghouli. Hopefully, the boys can get us through to the knockouts of the Champions League. Here we go, away to Lyon in a snowy France in the Champions League. And honestly, Gary Neville had such a ridiculous task on his hands. Like, the squad are actually fairly well stacked. There's good depth. And there's a, not the worst squad, at least on paper. But straight in Champions League, having to win. Lacazette, Fekir, I can see there, Valbuena. We've got a decent team. I can't wait to see this Lyon side in its full capacity. Hopefully they don't play well, but yeah, Gary Neville had a lot of work on his hands straight off the bat, and obviously, we know how that went. Hopefully this goes a lot better, but here is the Lyon team while I'm waffling. Lopez, Jallet, Morel, Yanga and Biwa, someone we know, Badimo, Gonalons, Fofana, Tolisso, Valbuena, Lacazette, and I missed the other striker because I was waffling for too long. But some players we recognise, and look, I have been talking for way too long in this episode. Here we go, in the Champions League. First game with Valencia. Let's hope we can get through. And Lyon on the attack here at the edge of our box. And they've made their way in. Abdenor didn't make the tackle. That is fantastic defending there. And I'll tell you what, this game already feels so different to FIFA 15. And that is half-time. A fairly uneventful half. Lyon have been by far the better team, keeping the ball well, passing it around, but they keep taking like little pop shots from outside the box and not really getting anything on target or anything really, of worth. So yeah, look, we need to do better, but if it stays this way, we go through. I'm not going to make any changes going into this half. I thought about it. I'm just going to wait maybe to the 60th, 65th minute, see where we're at. And yeah, look. It's not been the best first half, but hopefully this second half we can change things. Lyon on the attack. He's not offside. He's through. Oh dear. To be fair, we've been poor. We've been poor. We haven't even had a shot. They've played through our midfield. One-touch football. No one was marking the winger, and Valbuena puts it away. I don't even know if he's playing on the wing. I think they're playing narrow. Oh, man. Right. I think it's time. And I know how Gary Neville feels now. I'm going to bring Bakali on for Piatti. I guess Gomez for Perez. I mean, I'll bring Alcacer on as well. I don't know if these are good subs. I need to get to know the squad better. But yeah, look. We're 1-0 down. We need to change things. And hopefully we can start to... You're on the attack. It's lovely football. Oh my God. Popping it around the edge of the box. And Lacazette hits it in off of both posts, I believe, and it went in. Oh man. And just like real life, Valencia are 2-0 down and could be seeing an exit in the Champions League. That's a fantastic goal though. What a finish. And they've deserved it. And we are currently replicating what Gary Neville did, which is not what we want to do. Oh, man. I just need to see it one more time. Oh, my God. Look at that. And that is full time. And we are out of the Champions League. It's a great way to start the series. At least it's accurate to real life, I guess. But that's kind of the opposite of what we're trying to achieve. Oh, dear. That is... yeah, a worrying start because we didn't play well either. And Lacazette, wow, what a goal from him. But yeah, we've got to move on. Got to get this out of our heads. And up next in the league, we're at home to Getafe. And we need to just get that loss out of our heads and get to winning ways. As I said, Gary Neville took a long, long time to win in the league. We need to start winning here. We don't want to fall into the trap. We really don't. But yeah, fingers crossed we can get the 3 points. I've made a couple changes to the squad. I've put Andre Gomez in and Bakali. I think they were all right when they came on. Look, the squad had a poor game last game. Maybe it's just me getting used to FIFA 16. I don't know. But let's hope we can win this. And here we go at home against Getafe in the league. Coming off of the hurt of being knocked out of the Champions League. And Gary Neville's tough start hopefully ends here, because we're going to need to start winning games. I know it's only one game in, but the pressure's already on. And look, they have the worst away record in the league. We have to win this. Surely we win this. João Cancelo, really good defending there. And Mustafi can play it forward. Lovely ball into Danilo. Danilo into Rodrigo. Can he get past the defence? Rodrigo, he's got the pace. He's trying to get away, but the defender's keeping up with him. He's had a scuffed shot. And he felt slow there. And I know he's not slow by any means. Just couldn't get away from the defenders, unfortunately. Getafe with the ball out wide now. And can we stop the cross? It's good defending, but we haven't got it clear. They're running through. And Diego Alves was quick off his line there, and we needed it. And that is half time, and another fairly uneventful first half. We go in 0-0, and we are struggling to create big chances. We had that one with Rodrigo where he couldn't really get away from the defender, but yeah, we're struggling at the minute. I'm going to take Bakali off. He got a yellow card really early on. I'm actually going to bring on Rodrigo de Paul out on that left wing and see if that makes any change coming into this second half. And we've got kickoff, and let's hope we can get the 3 points as well. Getafe playing good football, and they're working their way into the box. Oh my God, I think that deflected off Abdenor and took it just away and guided it onto the post, and we've got away with one there. I'm going to make another sub, another yellow card. Rodrigo de Paul comes off. And yeah, it's not been good from us today. I'm going to bring Pereira off as well for Perez. And yeah, I think that's all the subs we can make. I've subbed the left winger off twice. Rodrigo de Paul just was not up to it, got a yellow. And this is where the free kick comes in as well. I've put it into a dangerous area, but Diego Alves is there. Faguli into Gomez. Oh, Gomez, what a ball into Rodrigo. Rodrigo could be through. He's had a shot. It was good from us. Best chance of the game from us, at least. And finally, we created something, you know, significant. And that is full time, and it ends all square, and we still can't score a goal. Back-to-back games now, no goals scored. At least we didn't concede, but I'll tell you what, we probably should have. A ball deflected onto the post, a great save from Diego Alves. We produced a save from their keeper, but we are struggling to create chances. This is, yeah, this is going to be a long season. Oh, God. But it does end 0-0, and we get the point. And up next in the league, we're away to Villarreal, and we really need to start getting some wins under our belt. You know what? Just a goal. A goal will do. A good performance and a goal. I mean, yeah, I'd love a win, but my God, we can't score. You know what? A chance. A really good chance created. I'll even lower the standard one more. Just create some chances and start playing well, because we have struggled massively in the first two games. Yeah, we really need to do something different in this one. And with that being said, we're changing to a 4-4-2. Now, Gary Neville actually did this in real life. I don't know why I'm following what he did. He used these two formations, the 4-3-3 and the 4-4-2. I'm going to try it to see if we can increase chance creation. Maybe having two strikers up top will be better, because I felt like Rodrigo was isolated. So maybe having someone that he can play off, we'll be able to play 1-2s and get in behind. I don't know. But fingers crossed we can start turning these performances around. Here we go, away against Villarreal. Not an easy game by any means. And to be fair, any game would be tough. I think even if we were playing League 2 level, we'd struggle. We're all the way down in 9th. They're 10 points away from us, and they've played a game less. So I don't think we're going to catch them this season, but we need to do our best to push up the league. And look, I don't know. We just need to do better than that last game. Paco Alcacer is actually in the running for Golden Boot. Hopefully he can... Actually, that's silly of me. I've been starting him on the bench. Right. Look, we've made some changes. We've made some, you know, hopefully upgrades to the starting 11. And let's hope we can get the win away against Villarreal. We've got a free kick now. I believe Parejo is the best free kick taker in the team. And you know what? We can't score from anything else. So let's just try and hit one. Parejo with the free kick. Oh my God. We've forced a brilliant save from the keeper. Can we just get free kicks? We might actually get a goal. I need to watch this back. I'll tell you what, that's bent right outside. Oh my God, that's an absolutely unbelievable save. That's going in. Wow, what a save. And Villarreal on the attack here. It's opening up. Mustafi slid in and they've hit the post. And that is 2 games in a row where the post has come to the rescue. And we are living a dangerous game at the minute. What a challenge from Abdenor. Andre Gomez can pick it up now. Andre Gomez with a lovely ball through. Danny Parejo, of all people, through on goal. 1-on-1. And Danny Parejo against the run of play. The captain smashes it home. I don't know why he was through on goal, but we don't complain. He's had a good season so far before we, you know, took the job. And he's carried it on here with a lovely run through. And look, once he's through there, you can't be missing. It's a lovely finish. Outside of the boot, I believe. Yeah, nice finish from Parejo there. And that is 1-0. I didn't think we was ever going to score. I'm so glad we did. Cancelo. Danny Parejo's all over the place. He's at right wing now. The captain doing the captain's job, but playing every position. And what a ball! And the keeper does well to punch it away. And Parejo has really started to turn it on. And that is the end of the first half. And I tell you what a relief. I thought we was going to end the episode without scoring a goal. But Parejo there started turning it on and he showed up for us. And that's what a captain does. And we go into the break 1-0 up. Not going to make any changes going into this one. Really happy with how that second half of the first half went. I don't think we started the game well, but we picked it up a little bit. And hopefully that's a sign of things to come for us. Mustafi into Cancelo. Danny Parejo into Faguli. João Cancelo's making the overlap, but we found Paco Alcacer, who knocks it onto João Cancelo. Can he find a ball into the box? It's not a bad one. We've got our head on it, and it's wide. That's good football from us, though, and another big chance. And Rodrigo missed the header. Probably should have got that on target, but yeah, that's good from us. Villarreal, it's a good attack from them. They've played it out wide. Can we get across the stop here? Oh, Mustafi, that is lovely from the centre-back. Getting across well and putting in a crunching tackle to win the ball. Villarreal with a corner now. And we've got to defend this. It's into a dangerous area. They've got their head on it. How's that not crossed the line? Oh my God, that looked like that was in. And yet again, the woodwork saving us. Oh my God. I don't know how we're getting away with it, but we have. And you know what? It's the 72nd minute. I'm going to make some subs. Rodrigo's a little tired. I'm going to bring Negredo on. I'm going to bring DePaul on. And, oh, you know what? I'll bring Perez on. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I'll put Perez and Parejo in midfield. DePaul out wide. Negredo up front with Paco Alcacer. And hopefully we can see the game out. I'll tell you what, though. We are riding our luck a little bit. And they could be on the attack again here. They've got the ball out wide. Can we stop the cross? We haven't. It's a ball in. Diego Alves punches it away, but it's back in. And Diego Alves collects. Andre Gomez carrying the ball forward. Paco Alcacer picks it up now. He's got some space. Andre Gomez is through on goal here. He ain't got the legs, but he's through. Oh my God, you've got to be finishing there. That's a horrible finish, and that's why you're getting subbed off. Is he getting subbed off? He is getting subbed off. I forgot what I did then. That's poor, though. You need to be putting the game away. And that is the end of the game, and somehow we've come away with a 1-0 win. I don't know how Villarreal didn't score, but to be fair, we had a couple sitters that we missed as well. So maybe, with all things considered, a win maybe was just about deserved. But either way, we take it. We got the 3 points. A goal from the captain, Parejo. Had a great game as well. And wow, 4 points from a possible 6 in the league. I think that's better than Gary Neville did. So at least, you know, we got knocked out of the Champions League, but not bad. Not bad. And the January window has now just opened. We are going to be making 2 signings. I should have said this at the start of the episode, but what we're going to do, we're going to sign the only 2 players that Gary Neville signed. And those 2 players are Sequeira and Denis Cheryshev. I completely forgot he was at Real Madrid. They are the 2 players we are going to be looking to bring in. I mean, hopefully we can, because that's what Gary Neville did in real life. We've got the money to do it. I'm actually going to overpay for both just to secure the signings. I'm not going to sign anyone else. I don't even think we really need a left back. Not sure. I'm actually not sure why Gary Neville signed him. As for left mid, yeah, again, I don't think it's the most important thing we need, but I'm going to try and bring both in. Obviously, I'm overpaying for both, but we're just bringing them to the club for realism. And hopefully next episode, they will be confirmed. And at the end of the episode, we're sitting in 6th place, so it's a good little jump up from 8th. I'm not sure Gary Neville ever had Valencia in 6th. I could be wrong, but the goal difference is good. We've not conceded in the league yet. Unfortunately, out of the Champions League. But overall, we're doing better than how Gary Neville started. So that's all we can compare this to. But yeah, look, I hope you like the idea of the series. It's a new one to the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And I really do hope to see you again in the next one.